Now from Alro Steel celebrating their 75th anniversary this year, CEO and Chairman Randy Glick and President and COO David Schmidt. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, congratulations on this 75th anniversary year, and really thanks for all that you guys are doing for the community to celebrate 75 years.
Well, and that's, when we start talking about how do you celebrate 75, we've done a lot of things internally at all our locations around the country. Each one of our locations found something to do. They went to baseball games. We had food trucks. They did all sorts of things. Had great big open houses. But then we're 75 years ago is when my father started here in Jackson, and it's like, what do we do for the community? And we reached out to the county, and they're like, gee, why don't you get involved with the Cascades, and why don't you do so many other things? And so we always do things, but we've done even more this year. So the Cascades thing went really well, and they haven't asked yet. So, but maybe more.
Maybe
in the future.
do it again. Yeah, for sure. Now, 75 years is absolutely amazing. I looked up a stat this morning. Only 12% of businesses make it past 25, 26 years. What's been the secret to Alro over the 75 years?
Our team.
Yeah.
It really is a team. Yeah, it's the people that make the company, and we're blessed to have over 3,500 teammates. So 16 different states. We've grown so much, and the team is what does it day in, day out, taking care of the customers. So your father would have said that. Al was big on that. We miss Al dearly. He taught us well, and the team's in place for another 75 years.
Yeah.
And I think that was really one of the traits of Al, his humbleness. He really often, as you just have now, credits the team, all the people that work at Alro, and your company is truly a Jackson employer of choice. People want to work there, people stay there, you take good care of them, and you do have a happy team.
Well, thank you. It's
Yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed that way, right?
Yeah.
I know it's tough talking about your dad.
Yeah, it is.
I'll ask you. What's it been like watching Randy transition into CEO?
This is a great time to kiss up to your boss. Randy's done a fantastic job.
Boy.
Al was there every day, and Al was with us, but Al was teaching us for the last number of years as well. And when COVID hit, he was more hands off, so we got an opportunity to do a lot of things, and he gave us a lot of rope. So Randy stepped right in. We laugh all the time. We have a lot of people ask us after Al passed, what kind of changes? You must have a bunch of changes, like we had a scroll of changes. And we laugh. There's nothing. There's one thing on the list, and it was don't screw it up.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So keep doing what we're doing. So it's been. We try to keep it as business as usual.
Yeah.
And really, it stemmed from taking care of customers. I'll say that, and I'll keep saying it. It's all about our thousands of customers that we have day in, day out, servicing their needs.
That was Al's slogan, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good slogan for really anyone, especially in this day and age. I want to talk a little bit about Brian Stewart. He's he's doing the fall series right now. We need him to have a couple good tournament runs here. Talk a little bit about kind of your involvement with Brian and over the years. And shoot, I think he's just a year younger than me, so he's about 40 now already.
Yeah. That's right. You're that old? Over the many years, we've been involved with local Jackson golfers that have made it that far, with David Mike Hill, Lane Crosby. Some other people over the years that thought they were good enough to make it and weren't. But my family's always liked golf, and just wanted to support the local kids, and that's how we got involved with Brian years ago. So
it's really cool. Bart and I have gone to quite a few tournaments around the country, and seeing that Alro logo on the bag, whether you're in Texas or North Carolina or wherever, it's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. It's fun. Brian is he hasn't had the best last couple years, but he's competing against a bunch of kids, and if he's almost 40 years old. So it's 10 more years, he can make it to the senior tour.
And as we know, you can make some hay on the senior tour.
Yes.
Well, it's not just Brian Stewart and, of course, the University of Michigan, but you support so many things in Jackson County. Schools, education, local sports. What are some of the things that you've been part of this year, Randy?
You know, this year's list, they actually gave me a list. I don't want to read the whole thing, but some things at Spring Arbor University, the Jackson County Parks and the Cascades, the Jackson School of the Arts down here, the Little Leagues, some youth things at the Y Center, the MLK Center, summer work programs that we're involved with the Anchor Initiative, we're involved with the Enterprise Group, the Juvenile Diabetes. Let me look at my cheat sheet here. Hockey, the SOAR, which is the over by Westwood Mall.
Yes.
And then we do a lot of things every day with schools and robotics teams and anybody that's teaching about manufacturing. If it's welding and machining, we want to help them. We want to give them money. We want to give them material to teach manufacturing because that's the future of our business. And you know, manufacturing is great jobs and need to get people involved in that. Manufacturing isn't scary, dark and dirty things like it might have been, you know, maybe one part. But anyway, shame on me. But manufacturing is great technology jobs, and we're trying to help people all over the country, and we do that every day.
Yeah, to help young people get exposed to it.
Right.
Absolutely, yes. One of the things we're just getting involved with is a national group called Nuts, Bolts, and Thingamajigs that is out there representing manufacturing all over North America, and they have camps all over the country, and we're going to be a big supporter of that so that they can get more camps to get more kids involved.
Such a change when I was growing up. You know, you didn't hear anything about it. You were steered maybe even away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
But manufacturing is strong, and it is the key to business still, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Some people say, what's Alro's biggest threat? And I would tell you, it's not other people that sell metals. It's not having a strong manufacturing base in this country or the specific areas that we're in. So anything, we're pro-manufacturing. We support the Michigan Manufacturers Association, JAMA, and there's other organizations like JAMA in many other cities throughout the Midwest. So it's the key to our success in the future. So.
One of the things you also did during your anniversary year, you grew. You acquired new companies, and that's been going on for many years. You're in how many states now?
16.
Wow.
16, and recently Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Or is it Cedar Falls?
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar
okay.
Rapids.
Yeah, we had been sending some trucks from the Chicagoland area out to Iowa for the past 10 or 15 years, and finally we had enough business out there that Randy built us a brand new building with some cool toys in it,
Nice.
and so we've got a nice facility out there that will employ at some point 100 people.
That's great.
Out there and taking care of that area. So.
What's the secret to when you add new locations out of state? What's the secret to maintaining that culture?
Great question.
I'll let you do that.
So yeah, we're pretty much promote from within. We do a lot of training programs, and we start them very young, if you will, and get them to take a number of positions in the company and give them as much experience as possible, and hopefully have some people that are interested in some of the geographic areas that we're at. And we've had plenty of people that do move, but that is very, very important to us to promote within, because that culture is everything. Taking care of customers.
You guys brought along some photos of some of the processes that you do at Alro. Laser cutting. And you've got, for people that are in the just-in-time delivery, you are actually able to produce product, get it out the door the same day they need it.
Yeah, that's really big for us. That's part of that service that we're doing. 90-some% of our orders come in today, go out tomorrow. So we're a grocery store of metals and plastics.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Really?
it's quick. Speed kills, right? In the sports term, that's how we look at it.
Obviously, these racking systems. I mean, they're obviously I love them because of the color. But I mean, this is amazing. Talk about these racking systems you guys have everywhere.
You know, that's really nothing new. There's, but that's how you store metal.
Yeah.
Similar to like you'd see at a Home Depot, how they would store big pieces of wood and things like that. Ours have a little more capacity. and a little more height, obviously. But that's how you store metal and keep track of it. And
the sideways forklift goes down there, right?
yes, and we have it's called a side loader that goes down there. But in the blue and yellow looks pretty in the picture
It looks
too.
sharp, yeah.
So.
One of the things the family does, and Randy and Al have done, is that we reinvest in the company. That we make sure we have the best equipment, the best facilities. Sometimes we joke and call them toys, but to take care of our
Expensive
customers,
toys,
very expensive, but we make sure we have the best to do that, and that allows us to deliver next day, every day. It's one thing to do it once in a while, but to do it day in, day out, that's the key. That's the reliability our customers count on.
It's great the company does so much in supporting the community, but it's also your people. You guys, you two personally, and everyone that you have on your team, they're out supporting organizations, schools, nonprofits all throughout Jackson, all throughout wherever your locations are too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Although,
so we promote that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, Dave, I heard you missed your pickleball game this morning.
Well, that's because your son Joe is playing, and I try to avoid when he's there because
Is he any good?
He's pretty good.
Is he?
You
Okay.
see him; he's 9 foot tall.
He
with
is
long
9
arms.
foot tall.
Yeah,
You know what's funny is he graduated high school at about 5'11".
So it's all later growth.
Yeah.
And he kept growing.
Yeah, he kept growing. So pickleball, that's turned into quite the worldwide phenomenon.
It has. You have the old guys like me that have
Yeah.
got into it, but now you're seeing more and more
Yeah.
30 and 40 somethings playing. But yeah, we've had some nice investments in the community
For
here
sure.
with the new outdoor courts over by the Cascade Falls, and there's a new business opening up that's going to be indoor pickleball courts
Yeah.
over by the Crossroads Pickleball, I think is the name they're
Nice.
going. So yeah, we're excited. It's a fun sport. It can allow guys with fake knees and hips to do something. So.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
All right, good.
I want to see you out there.
Well, I don't want to get hurt. I'll wait till I have the fake knees and hips,
Yeah,
and then I'll
exactly.
start playing.
Aren't those all sponsored by the orthopedic surgeons? Because all
Yeah,
the
you
old people
can-
get
yeah.
hurt.
They are.
Yes.
Business is booming. Yes. So
It's great to have you guys here.
Yeah, thank
Thanks.
you both.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for what you do for the community.
Yes.
Thank you.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you,
it. This
guys.
is great. Thank you.
Glad to have you here. From Alro Steel, celebrating 75 years, CEO and Chairman Randy Glick and President and CEO David Schmidt. More of the morning show. Stay tuned.